some things in Canada are just unbelievable. They're staggering. They're like, I can't believe that just happened. So today, a couple days ago, the finance minister said, hey, we're going to reduce GST on the tax we all pay. We're going to reduce it on certain specific items. Like, we're going to do it on December 14th because the stores have to get a little organized. People have to get organized to be able to figure this out. Some GST, some not. So here's the great news. We're going to reduce the GST on Christmas trees and booze and snacks. What? Like, what in the world's going on here? Okay, but wait, there's more. So the prime minister decides to throw in his hat in the ring on the bribe-a-thon. Like, let me bribe my taxpayers to thinking I'm not a bad person. So the idea he floated is that we're going to send checks out to 19 million people for $250. Like, he wanted to beat Premier Ford in Ontario's $200 checks. Okay, you're going to send $200 to everybody. The prime minister decided, I'm going to send $250. Like, I just can't even wrap my head around it. But let's go back to the tax thing, the reducing the tax. Okay, people might say, well, that's a good idea, except this country runs a deficit. So 2 questions: if it's a good idea to reduce the taxes on potato chips, pretzels, and beer, like, what the fuck? Like, this is insane. And so we're going to reduce those taxes because it's necessary. We need to do it. We need to help Canadians. Well, then why isn't it permanent? Like, well, why is it just a fucking gimmick? Why is it a gimmick? Why is it, hey, over the holidays, you're going to have a little bit cheaper pretzels and beer and wine and a couple shots and whiskey, and why not make it a little cheaper? Good, right? Absolutely nuts, because hear me out. Every time you reduce tax in a country that runs a huge deficit, thanks to the federal government, we run an astronomical deficit. Every year, Canada piles up probably $50 billion this year, maybe $55 billion in debt. We just keep on borrowing the money. And who's on the hook for the lending? The taxpayer. So whenever we reduce tax on pretzels, potato chips, and beer, then it just gets added to the deficit. In other words, you're borrowing money to pay less tax on pretzels, potato chips, and beer, which is literally, don't forget the Christmas trees, and literally crazy. Like, makes no sense. But wait, there's more. The Trudeau idea of sending everybody a check for $250, again, we run a deficit. That's like a $10 billion crazy town. Like, the numbers are huge. It's probably, like, I'm thinking it's more, maybe about, like, seriously, 8 billion, 10 billion. We run a deficit. We run a huge deficit. So he's bribing you. Get this straight. He's bribing you with your own money. He taxed you already, and now he's going to bribe you with a check for $250 to make. Oh, well, that's nice. We're getting a check from the federal government. That's nice. Except it's all borrowed money. We got to pay interest on that money. They're giving us our own money, our own tax money back at interest, maybe forever, because we never pay down the debt. So that's just how absolutely nuts these ideas are. They're designed to fool people. They're designed to trick people into thinking, no different than Premier Ford's $200. I'm not just mad at the federal government. I'm mad at everybody, every politician in this country who thinks that sending you money or reducing the cost of beer and pretzels is the solution to the Canadian economy. It's literally crazy. Find ways to cut government spending so the taxes can come down. Reduce taxes so there's more money in people's hands every day. Don't send them a check. What is it going to be like? Are we going to get a check with the Prime Minister's signature on the bottom? Like, seriously, it's a stunt. It's a goddamn stunt. We've got to quit doing economic policy as a stunt. We have to stop it. We have to stop the bullshit. We have to stop the stupidity. We have to stop the infinite spending of borrowed money that's our taxes already. That's where the money came from. It came from you and I. So we're giving back our own money. Why not just find ways to reduce taxes? Why not just find ways, most importantly, the most important thing, reduce government spending, reduce the waste, reduce the 50,000 people working at CRA. 50,000 to collect taxes? Maybe there's a way to automate that a bit, right? Like, I can go on and on and on. Oh, and let's quit giving money away to fraudsters. Let's quit giving money, infinite amounts of money, to consultants and to people who give us ideas for millions. And nobody makes use of the ideas. Like, just cut the spending and then cut the taxes.